Hello. Hello. I just making sure everything's all good before I switch over. Because it's been a while since I streamed. It's been a very long time since I dual stream. So I just want to make sure everything's all good. Can you guys hear me alright? A little quiet? A little quiet. Alright. Over on Twitch, we have Unexpected Giraffe. Hello, Giraffe. Hi. How are you? It's been a while. I'm doing fairly well. I am glad to be back. Audio's quiet. Oh no. Oh no. Let me switch over to here. Louise Wing, hello. Selena, hello. How are you guys doing? I have that up. Let me. All right. How's this now? Is this good? How's the audio? Because if I turn it up anymore, I will be up in the reds. Sounds good. It's a Tuesday. You know, what's a content creator without audio issues or tech issues? You know, it's life. You know, gotta work with it. A little better now. I'm on my TV, so I can hire if I need to. Gotcha. Well, okay, so yeah, sorry, my brain just went yeah. Anyways, so today is my first stream back in a little over 2 weeks. A lot of things have changed. I will be in both places, so thank you. Um, a lot of things have changed in a little over 2 weeks. Um, Before, you know, I was known as Jaded Wolf. Well, I will say that name has a lot of bad history. Um, so I decided to rebrand. And now I'm no longer Jaded Wolf, I am Jaded Mustang. Which kind of fits me a bit better because I'm going back into my original roots of horses. I'm getting back into that world. So I decided why not just go with the theme. So yeah. Uh Sky, hello. Just gonna lurk while I hit the hay, looking at both Twitch and YouTube. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the follow too. So yeah, we are talking Khiimori today. I've been watching this Kickstarter for months. I shouldn't say months. It's been what? It only has like 9 days left, and this community for this game has been kicking butt. I will say we've been knocking things out. We've been. It's a great community. I will say that this community is like a hawk. Yeah, pretty much like a hawk. Um, so as you can see above me, I have where we can keep an eye on the whole money raising stuff. So like if I go over here, it actually converts from USD American dollars to euros. Um, so we could keep on that while we talk. It'll be great. Um, all the love and support, I appreciate that. Yes, this community is great. The devs are great. I have never experienced a gaming company to be so involved with the community as much as Acer is. It is incredible to watch and experience. Like, it's something that you don't see very often, and I'm here for it. I'm really here for it. Um, so let me delete that. So yeah, it's incredible to witness that you're in a gaming Discord and everyone is so you know involved. It's it's awesome, honestly. It really is. It really is. And the fact that the CEO of Acer is in, communicates time to time is wild. Like amazingly wild. So like I want to support this community, this game, because it's horses. Why not? So the first thing we're gonna do is watch the Kickstarter trailer, because why not start out great? So yeah, it's so rare. It's very very rare. Let's take a look at this. I will never get over that.
The Kickstarter campaign for Windstorm, The Legend of Khiimori is live right now, and we have some amazing rewards lined up for you. Everything from posters, an art book, miniatures, designing your own horse, becoming an in-game NPC, and visiting our studio and the creators behind the game. Don't miss out on the few limited and exclusive rewards that are left. Go to our Kickstarter page right now and claim your favorites and check out our new trailer.
Yeah. Um, we're just gonna hop right over here. As you can see, we're very close to getting the next reward, which is peaceful mode. Which I'm okay with that, honestly. I'm okay with peaceful mode because, everyone has a different gameplay. Only 5 Khiimori edition left. Is it really? Hold on. Oh yeah. There's only 5 left out of 100. Oh my goodness. I wish, but that's like $422. Although you do get a lot of stuff for it. You do get a lot of stuff for it. That's an insane amount of stuff. They have gone quick today. Yeah, yeah. See, the edition I'm getting is the silver one. Um, because I really just want the art book. I want that art book. That's my big thing. Because I have quite a few art books over on my desk. Not my desk, my bookshelf. I have the art book for like Red Dead 2. I have the art book for like the first season of Mandalorian. I have art books for, Horizon Zero Dawn, The Forbidden West. I have art books. I love art books. Being an artist, I gotta have the art books for games I love. Uh, signed poster, double sided poster. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, or is it the signed poster is only for, right? Or is the signed poster for all of the editions? I could use peaceful mode to just ride around on a relaxing day after work. Yes, yes, that'd be fantastic. I wanted that one, but a bit out of budget. Yeah, considering um it's 107 USD, but shipping is $20 extra, so it's like 130 altogether. Um which isn't bad because it is coming from Germany, I believe. So yeah, art books are love. Yes, art books are life. I went with the early bird level, and early birds are all gone. So unless someone, you know, uh, upgrades, they're all gone. Early bird with added games. Yeah, yeah. I can't wait to get the art book and soundtrack digitally, at least. Right? And you get the world map too digitally, which will help. Um, and you get your name in the credits. Yeah, those import costs were what held me back this time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, would have gone higher, but again, that those import costs right now is whoo. Because yeah, and the map. I'm a huge map nerd. Hey, I mean, you get to at least you know you could print it off and frame it or whatnot. Or you could just print it off and have it right there with you, so you can yeah. um, yeah. So we've since the beginning of this campaign, this community knocked out a little over 300k euros, meaning, which I'll go through all this later. We're getting all of this. And soon, peaceful mode. This community blows my mind. I really wanted the Khiimori edition, but yeah, maybe one day. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think anyone who's going to get that statue is going to let it go, sadly. So yeah. Um, I am curious about what's from 500 to a mil. But I also don't want to know because if we don't reach the 500k, I'm not going to be disappointed about not knowing what's down here. But if we happen to get here and they show us all this, and we don't reach any of that, I am going to be very disappointed. So I'm okay. So I seen a projection chart that could possibly make it to 500k stretch goal. That'd be great, because hunting goes with the cooking. Um, this goes with the hunting. But say we get all this, and there's goals down here that we want. Say like, I know they said no, but like, co-op is like down here somewhere. That would be very disappointing. Because I feel like this game would do wonders for like a little co-op, like 2-person or 4-person co-op. The way I look at it, if it is a huge success, those stretch goals may eventually make it in as a DLC. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I could see that. I could also see that it would say we make it to like the hot springs before the end, or by the time this ends. I could see at least these three, horse racing, on the hunt, and the Falconeers, make it into a DLC because it is highly wanted. So I could see these three being in a DLC, which I will admit I will chuck money at a DLC. I could see that happening. The map will be going right on the wall next to my PC. Yes. I will make space on my wall for that map. I will frame it. It probably go. You can't see it very well, but it would go like right there. I will find room for that map. Uh, us horse community gamers will probably make it a huge success. So they said, where did they say it? Updates on Steam alone. There's over 100k or 100,000k, wishes on Steam. Pretty lights, yeah. Yeah, they change color. I can change color with them. For those who don't back this game up on, with Kickstarter, because for various different reasons, they're gonna make a bank just on Steam alone. Because I know, you can wish list it on PlayStation already. I know I did. Because I can't afford, to buy, 2 copies right now. And so I went with Steam for Kickstarter. I know once this drops on PlayStation, I'm going to be picking it up on PlayStation. So I wonder how many people on PlayStation have wishlisted this game. I don't know if they would be able to see, but like, that early access wishes to the Kickstarter will be huge. How many backers are there currently? There are 5,894. As you can see right above me too. But yeah. Oh, it just went up a bit more. Yeah, as you can see, right here. Yeah, that went up just a bit more. So yeah, I can't even explain just how the statue. Oh, oh yeah, that's a huge financial support. Yes, so I will show you in just a moment, but I wanted to take a look at all of this. Like, this is. uh. Yeah. So, I'm gonna be getting the steel book, the map, the art book, the stickers, and the bumper sticker. Like, I'm gonna be getting. That's not bad. Oh, the postcard sets. That's not bad actually. But that statue is pretty. Ugh, the statue's pretty. Okay, so going back here, going to the rewards. Someone had bought the studio visit. I don't know who, because in USD dollars alone, that's a little over $8,000. Do you know what I could be doing with $8,000? Like, they, yeah. And then someone had bought the NPC, which is 4K alone. And then someone had bought the song, which is a little over 3,000. I could buy a vehicle for that. Right? Right? And then the one I'm curious about, more interested about, is who bought the horse? Design a horse. I don't care about NPC. The song I'm curious about because, I love music. But, like, I want to know who. About the design of horse. That's what I'm more interested about. Like, yeah. Okay, so now let's go over here. I'm gonna go all the way down here. So we're going to go back like 6 months in videos and take a peek at this.
Man downloaded Pi thinking it only blocked
Ads. I hate ads. I can't afford to be bothered to buy, it's fine. Whatever. We're going to take a peek at the very first trailer for Khiimori. Because it shows something more than what we've seen. So we're going to take a peek at that.
This is what the Mongols call human beings that were born with the gift to understand the language of the horses.
I hear their whispers. They are asking for help. I am ready to follow the call deep into the heart of Mongolia. Windstorm, the Legend of Khiimori.
BRB, no problem. Wait, in the comments they had a super backer tag next to their name in the latest post. So maybe one of those. Wait, what? Wait, what? I didn't see that. Okay. Maybe. Maybe. And then go watch the dev. Hold on, let me. Get rid of that. Do we want to watch the first dev diary? Now that we can, work through these. Yeah, let's watch this. Oh my gosh, ads! I hate ads. I hate ads. All right. Let's go ahead and watch this dev diary. I have not watched it, to be honest. So it is new to me. So yeah, let's go ahead and watch this.
Creating Windstorm: The Legend of Khiimori is a completely new experience for us. The project is much bigger and way more ambitious than any of our previous Windstorm games.
Although this is our third Windstorm game, this time we decided to create a game for people with different core interests.
We don't want to make just another horse game.
We want to combine detailed horse gameplay with a thrilling story in an immersive and explorable world.
With lots of cool gameplay features that you don't normally see in games like this.
Expectations from the community in regards to horse riding are really high, but I would even say that our internal bar is set as high or higher.
Windstorm: The Legend of Khiimori is an open-world action-adventure game where you play as a young courier rider in 13th century Mongolia.
When making a game in any historical setting, there's always a balance between authenticity and actual gaming enjoyment. We're not making a historically accurate simulator here, and that gives us the freedom to explore more mystical aspects of the culture, as well as embrace the peaceful exploration experience.
With The Legend of Khiimori, we want to develop a game for horse lovers, but also for people who like to immerse themselves in an open world to explore the beautiful Mongolian landscape with its various habitats.
Mongolia is vast and features multiple biomes. In those expanses, small settlements would spring up. The pastoral nomads were really always ready to move, so they oftentimes did not live in permanent structures like stone huts. They just took their yurts and moved on to new pastures or milder weather. They didn't really own much, but the things they did have, they took great care of. Surrounding those nomadic settlements is the vastness of Mongolia. The landscape is not only vast, but also really diverse. Ancient dark woods are as naturally occurring as wide sweeping grassy plains. Streams, boulders, mountains, cozy birch groves are all common features of this land, ready to be explored by the players.
As a cargo rider, your horse plays an important role in exploring the vast Mongolian landscape. No matter if snowy mountains or wide grasslands, all cargo needs to be delivered. Train your horses to build and maintain bonds and unleash their full potential. With our
Also, quick thing. I want this horse. I want this appy butt. I want this pony.
and unleash their full potential. With our breeding system, it will be possible to breed horses over generations in order to utilize their best
Oh, taking a look at this real quick.
skills and thus overcome.
Hold on. I just want to take a peek at this. So we have trust, food, water, health, stamina, equipment, permanent traits. That'd be interesting to see. Trust-based traits. That'd be cool. Behind the special traits. I'm curious of what the special traits would be. We got turning power, turning radius, max speed, acceleration, carry capacity. That'd be interesting. Each horse having its own carrying capacity. That'd be cool. Buffs. So when it comes to buffs, I wonder if it'd be like both positive and negative buffs. So like if you're going through, say, the desert and you hit a sandstorm, like if it'd be like a negative buff or something, or if it's like different buffs through breeding. That'd be really cool to see what that goes through. And inside, based on size and breed too. That'd be. So like each horse having its own carrying capacity, and depending on like what like delivery you have to do, depends on the carry capacity of the horse. I guess, yeah. Whether to buff as well as food. Yes, yes. I really hope we can upgrade our saddlebags and player satchels. I heard that there's something with crafting. Let's see. Balance, endurance. So this is our stats. That's interesting. POT. I want. What is POT? Max stats, probably. But what does POT mean? Now I want to know. Probably something they won't share with us, but like potentials. But maybe like potential stats is 100, but the max you can get is over here. That would be. That's a good possibility. Potential stats you can get, but the max you can reach is this. I could see that. Like the potential for how many points into the stats. Yeah. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah. I mean, it would make sense. If that's the case, you can really train up the horses like a lot. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. That would open up a lot of possibilities for training. Yeah. But that model. Oh, that face. Okay.
To utilize their best skills and thus overcome paths that once seemed.
Wait, hold on. I just noticed something. Okay, so here is the Mongolian mix. Here's the warm blood. That is a huge difference. Not only in size, but like in stockiness. That's I just noticed that. Okay. Oh, look at it. Okay, so I just know. Go back to this one. So this one, the stats are all this skills and stats. If you go to this one, it's slightly different. Potential is still 100, but the max is still 108. It's slightly different. And then if you go over to the warm blood, yeah, the speed is higher. Stats are different. Skills are different. Oh. It really shows you what differences you can get. I just realized that. Oh, that is so cool, actually. That is so cool. Okay.
And thus, overcome paths
lots of
that
differences
once
in the
seemed
skills, so
insurmountable.
yes.
Before you start a new delivery, you need to create a detailed plan and prepare well for the next mission. At a later stage of the game, you will
I wonder if you can train and sell for profit after you get the full you're trying for. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to sell for profit. That would be a good way to make like money, so that way you can get like the exotic horses. Look at the max stats difference too. Yes. Yes, I noticed that the warm blood had higher max stats than the Mongolian mixes. We're gonna go backtrack a little. This is going to be an amazing game. I just noticed all this from you pausing to deep dive. Yeah. Oh, look at that's a pony. Pretty sure that's a pony too. That's a pony right back over there. Let's see. I do like the map checkpoints for planning the route, so I don't have to open the map constantly. Yes. I hope they do a minimal UI while riding. So, based off this, the UI isn't terrible. Like you got your character up here. You got your quest that you're doing. When you're coming up to when you stop it and whatnot, this is what it looks like so far. This is the UI over here in the corner, which I like. Very minimalistic.
once seemed insurmountable.
Oh, there's another pony. I want this pony though. Okay, so how there are options in RDR2. That's what I hope for. Yeah. So far it looks like the UI that they're showing right now is very. It's there, but it's not like in your face, because it's like off to the side here. Looks like you get your map, your inventory, horses inventory maybe, your speed, your stop, your jumping, your walking and whatnot, and then okay, what's everyone's favorite coat color and pattern? I'm a sucker lately for a good blue brown paint. Blue rune paint is what I want. Here's your horse's icons. Health, food, water, stamps down below it. Okay. What about you? What's your favorite coat color and pattern?
Before you start a new delivery, you need to create a detailed plan and prepare well for the next.
Love blue runes. Yes. I love blue runes. That's a good one. It is a very good one. But yeah, I do like that you can pinpoint like you're gonna go from, hold on. Like this is where you this is where you are. Here's the village. Here's like the first, second, third, so on and so forth. Runes are currently not in the game, but there has been a lot of support to put them in. I hope they come in, because that's a lot of colors you can put in. Because, like, you know, there's all the bays. There is, like, blue runes, red runes. There's so many different runes you could put in. I'm a sucker for golden palominos or reflexive leather, chestnut, and paint patterns, or a spotted blanket appy. Ooh. I love a good golden palomino.
Next mission.
I love
At a later
good
stage of the
palomino.
game, you will have to travel further distances to deliver the goods. Therefore, you need to strategically move.
Okay, so here's another look at the map. It shows you like there's treasure to find. And it looks like that the villages are spaced out, but not too spaced out. I do like how they designed the map though. That's really, really cool. I love that they put in a checkbox for non-authentic breeds, so maybe the runes will go in with that setting. Ooh. Treasure chests! Yes! Right? Right? Can I go back just a little? No.
Move your camp to new locations to minimize the distances. After successful deliveries and acquiring resources along the way,
Yes.
you can build up your Mongolian.
Okay, so this is cute. You can build up your Mongolian. Okay, so customization, if you can see it like right down here. It looks like you can like customize your camp. That'd be cool.
Camp buildings called gers.
Oh, this is so cute. Okay, so here's your shrine. Mare milk. Saddle stand. This is probably where you do your cooking too, honestly. This is really cool. Sleeping. You can sleep here. The different tents. So, wear and tear. Like, it shows you being restored, maybe? Is that how it's showing?
One of the most famous traditional Mongolian skills is
Cooking and eating. Yep, here's the... Oh my... Customize your camp design too. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm getting at.
mounted archery. We used this gameplay feature in the second Windstorm game, and now we bring it back, better than ever before. For example, we are currently designing arrows with different effects, with which you will be able to solve various challenges in the open world.
The creation of the art style for Windstorm: The Legend of Khiimori was, and continues to be, an incredible journey. That handcrafted feeling is the groundwork of what we want to reflect in our art. The very essence of making equipment and then...
I wonder if the weather will impact your camp too for wear and tear, like you said. I didn't think of that. Ooh. Like if you happen to set up camp, like, say in the desert, where you have to stop, for an upcoming, like, sandstorm or whatnot, if all that sand will, like, you know how, like, coarse sand is really, can be really hard on your skin, if it will wear at, like, the fabric of your camp. That'd be really, really cool to see.
Owning it for a lifetime, polishing it, smoothing out.
Look at this. So, there's crafting. There's crafting. So, like, based off this alone, there is, like, your backpack, your chest, maybe, like, your camp, upgrading maybe your saddle, like, you can do crafting. Yep. Oh gosh, and not much resources out there in the desert either. Yeah, I can see that.
Out the little bumps and bruises, improving it, adding a little scrap of color here and there.
Fishing.
Little things like straps of cloth
Meat
bound around
storage,
chests
meat.
and baskets.
I was reading that. Meat cutting, meat and cheese transport.
Cloth bound around chests and baskets. Symbols of local tribes embedded into each village will make everything way more beautiful and alive. On top of it all, the Mongols are renowned horse people. Horses are the lifeblood of the whole society. They carry loads and provisions, they are companions and means of travel, and we want to put as much realism and beauty as we can into those majestic creatures.
I'll never get tired of this. Looking at this model. This model is so good.
Luckily, we do have a few equestrians in our company, myself included, and we can get first-hand experience and information from them.
The scope for publishing a game in early access first is very different.
I keep seeing all these cards. I wonder if we will be able to be delivering cards of goods as well. That'd be really cool to see.
Regular release.
Yeah.
On one side, we need to focus so much on the playable parts for early access, polishing everything. On the other, we must not lose sight of the full game. The size of the team has also increased. A lot of new colleagues have joined in the last few months, and everyone has cool ideas on how to make the best game possible. Collecting all these wishes and feedback from our team is great, but can be challenging, as we don't want to hold our horses, but also need to keep control of the overall schedule, so sometimes we have to prioritize. Overall, it's wonderful to work with that many talented people who take the project seriously and are truly passionate about it. Because there's a lot more content in the pipeline, and we want to make sure to keep the level of quality throughout the game.
To achieve this goal, we decided very early on that we need to involve our community in our work as soon as possible. We are constantly trying to offer playtests at an early stage, even if the game is still far from being truly playable and has many placeholders in it. But this...
Hold up. So, we've unlocked, the horse paint and customization. They paint on their horses. Recurve bow, saber, dagger. Is this what they're talking about when it... Hold on, let me mess this real quick. Here. Stretch goals. Paint your horse, adjust your character. Okay, so this is what they mean when they say paint your horse. You can paint on your horse, it looks like. It's not, customizing your first horse, which would be really, really cool. But this is what they mean by paint your horse. It looks like. Based off, this image, you get to paint your horse. That'd be cool. I can't wait for all the outfits and painting. Yeah. That'd be
It
really
has
cool.
many placeholders in it. But this gives us a chance to get crucial information from the players. It is really important for us to understand what exactly our and communities like Horse Expert want and expect for Windstorm: The Legend of Khiimori.
Fans of the franchise are probably wondering.
Look at the scenery, dude. Like, there's a horse here, a horse here, a horse there, and I'll say this one. But like, there's probably a pony right there. Like, you can see details way up here. Like, that view is like mind blowing. It's so pretty. It's gorgeous, yeah. Like, I could see, players, if the photo mode actually just happened, which I don't see why not. Most games have photo mode nowadays. I could see the internet going wild with screenshots in this game. Unreal Engine 5 was a great choice for them to develop Khiimori on. Yeah, considering it is the latest engine right now. Yeah. I believe they confirmed photo mode. That'd be really cool. Yeah, I think they did confirm it. Which, stands true for the internet's gonna go wild with these photos. They're gonna go wild.
Wondering, what happened to our former protagonist Mika? She's alive and well, but something seems to have happened to Windstorm. We don't want to reveal too much about her appearance in the game, because that would spoil the story. But she will definitely play a role in Windstorm: The Legend of Khiimori.
Working on the outside of this game is incredibly rewarding. We hope that the players will share in this feeling of wonder and excitement while exploring the vast and vivid world of Windstorm.
Come ride with us.
Thank you for watching our developer talk video. I hope you enjoyed it and that we were able to give you some interesting insights into our game. If you haven't seen enough yet, feel free to follow our social media channels and Discord. We share awesome assets and behind-the-scenes footage there, as well as...
Okay. So over on Twitch, ads are a little over a minute away, so I'm going to take my break now, so that way, I can keep both sides on the same playing field. So, guys, if you need to get up, stretch, get a drink, do what you need to do, and I will see you in about 4-ish minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright. We're back. How's it going, everyone? During our little break, we reached over 5,900 backers in just a little few minutes. That's incredible to see. That's like incredible to see. So let's see. Cargo missions.
As a cargo rider, your horse plays an important role in exploring the vast Mongolian landscape. No matter if snowy mountains or wide grasslands, all cargo needs to be delivered.
Okay. Oh my god, ads. I hate ads. No, I don't want that. Reading system.
Train your horses to build and maintain bonds and unleash their full potential. With our breeding system, it will be possible to breed horses over generations in order to utilize their best skills and thus overcome paths that once seemed insurmountable.
Yeah, so going on that, there is a bit more information on the whole breeding thing. Yeah! That's really, really cool. Oh my, imagine if we had, oh my gosh. Imagine if we had 6 million backers. We would be well over everything for the goals. Oh man. So going based out of the breeding system, we're gonna go watch this little clip
Today
video.
I want to show you a bit more about how horse breeding will work in Windstorm, the Legend of Khiimori. We have this tent that serves as our breeding stable, and in it we can select the parents that we want a foal from. Note that this is all work in progress and contains some placeholder assets. Also, I'm copying that screen up here so you can still see it. You can see that each parent has a string of genes that defines their coat color and what they pass to offspring. So our mare here is a black dun and our stallion is a bay Tobiano.
First off, that looks gray to me, not black. What? That looks gray to me. Tobiano, yes. Bay Tobiano, yes. But this looks gray. Still alpha, yeah, but I'm just saying.
Here is a black dun and our
Like, maybe I just have questions.
and our stallion is a bay Tobiano. Now, the breeding process itself here is sped up a bit for testing. The actual duration is not balanced yet, and that will be different in the actual release game. Again, all work in progress, but now we see that we have our foal.
Okay, so it's a... They did correct to say it's a gorilla, which, okay, because I do see the dorsal stripe.
And we can see that this baby inherited dad's Tobiano gene, and that's what causes this white pattern. And the coat is probably bay or bay dun. That's not super easy to see right now. And again, this all is sped up, so it's easier to show, but after a while that foal will then grow up, and we can retrieve it and write it and see what other traits it inherited from its parents. The breeding process isn't finished and polished yet, but we hope this shows a bit of what direction we'll go in. We'd also like to add more interactions with the foal and being able to influence the inheritance process in some ways, but that might not be part of early access yet. So yeah, if you like what you see and you want us to build out further from this, please consider supporting us on Kickstarter if you haven't already. We just cracked our...
I do like that pink color though, the pink pattern. It's very crisp. Very crisp.
200k stretch goal this weekend, and we're going to reveal more plans and updates really soon. Thank you so much.
It helps that we have...
Okay, and then I don't think there's any more. I know they are still balanced, but I hope it doesn't take too long to raise foals or something you can. I hope it's something like what Arc does and let you adjust it yourself. Because I know there are people who like that kind of grind. You know, how vanilla base stat Arc is. It takes like over 5 freaking hours to raise a baby. So I'm hoping that, you know, they'll take a page from Arc's side and let you adjust it for like breeding and whatnot. That's what I hope, because I really don't want to sit. I mean, I will sit here, but I also don't want to at the same time just be sitting here and waiting 5+ actual hours for a baby to grow up or to be born or so on and so forth. So I hope they let you adjust the settings. If not, I hope they add modding much later on and I will mod something. You know, if you mod something, I will... I want that mod. I want that mod. Okay, so we're gonna look at these 2 videos here. Because these are... No, they're the same thing. Okay, hold on. My lord. Ads, people. No. Stop. Stop. Oh, something else to think about. If a mare is pregnant or raising a foal, maybe it won't be available for missions and riding. Yeah. That's what I'm leaning towards, is when a mare is pregnant or is raising the foal. Like in real life, the mare wouldn't be available for, a couple months. Until the foal is weaned. And I'm also wondering if when the mare comes back, like into rotation for riding, the Mongolians don't ride mares. Yeah, but we're talking about the game. Like, I know in IRL, Mongolians value mares really, really highly. Like, that is their... I wonder if they keep true to that then. Maybe. But I do know that they're not going completely accurate with historic settings. So like they do have a little bit of leeway right there to do, creative stuff. Also, my cats are right next to my feet and they're so cute. They're just sleeping there. I would say from a gaming perspective, I would allow the player to ride mares. Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't. Because like in their other game, Horsetails, the only time you can't ride the mare is when it's breeding, or when it has the foal at her side. Otherwise, you can ride the mares. Kitties, yes. Yes. My old man is somewhere sleeping, and I got the kittens, like, right here at my feet. Yeah. Imagine getting a great mare and not being able to use it, and then the foal is the female, and the chain just starts. That'd be a great chain to do. That would be a great chain to do. Alright, so we're gonna watch a short video here, a clip, of whichever you want to call it. It's about the a mission to show you how missions would work. But I want to take a peek and say, what is this? Like, this is health, food, water, stam. Is this something for mares only? Obviously, it's a mare, but I want to know what that would mean. Like, breeding wise? Trust? Maybe. That would make sense. That would make sense. Handshake symbol? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Is a handshake? Huh. It's weird that they did it in like pinkish purple, like nope, not a handshake symbol, but something else. I don't know. But I could see it being trust so that you can keep an eye on the trust. This looks like to be a stable. Or like maybe exotic horses? Like a special design they did, but I'm guessing trust level, yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think this is exotic horses. I think this is stable wise. This is like where you can maybe the village horses? I don't know. Horse trader? Well, I know you're gonna get a quest from her. Alright, well, let's watch this and we'll... Oh, hey, hi, it is a horse buyer. Hello? You can sell horses, look at that. You can buy horses from her, and you can sell horses. Days until reset. It looks like it on the buyer, trader, however you want to, will restocks every few days. Total value of the horse is only 10 coins. Base stats, that's cool to know. Interesting. Okay, and then here's your saddlebags. Obviously, you know, some of them don't have images, but that's fine. You got the left saddlebag, the right saddlebag, that's cool. You get your own inventory. That's actually the traditional way they tie them up. Really? Really? That's really cool, actually. That's really, really cool. Interesting. And it looks like you can sort your inventories to so like weapons maybe, map stuff. I do like that you can pick stuff up from the the, the back of the horse. Camp inventory, huh? Is there really? That's what I get for not paying attention. Oh, hey. Yes, there is. You can transfer. You can split, delete, player inventory. Okay, cool. That's cool. I didn't even realize that. That's cool. That's actually really, really helpful too. In case you're like got your inventory so filled up. That's really cool. Good feed from the back of the horse. I like her design. I like the blue she does. That will be a huge quality of life mechanic from Get. Yeah, yeah, that's for sure.
You are amazing. Our Kickstarter campaign for Windstorm, The Legend of Khiimori was fully funded in
19 hours, yeah. They don't make sound at the moment. What the heck? Okay. Matrix.
Anything you would do, even
I am curious about the archery, how they're going to use archery.
Crafting and gathering are crucial for surviving dangerous missions in The Legend of Khiimori. Explore the world and gather the right resources to craft essential items like arrows, medicine, and horse equipment. Crafting the right gear helps you tackle challenging weather and terrain as a 13th century horse courier in Mongolia. Gear up, explore, and craft your own journey.
So they confirmed about having
crafting,
which we knew that because, you know, we seen it earlier. So going through the updates, gosh, I wish the website for Kickstarter had a dark mode. Mounted archery will be a huge feature for, yeah. So hunting in Mongolia, from what I understand, is a huge tradition. Which where that's where like the falcon. I can't speak right now. Using the hawks and falcons for hunting is a huge tradition over there. Which, to be fair, the devs did say they had that goal, like well below, the 500,000K mark, but because so many people were excited, they bumped it up to 500,000. So that is the cool part. That they are listening and that they gave us a chance to get it. So let's see. This part is really cool. Can't really see it, but yeah. See, there's like 4 different tribes that we'll be getting. One for the Camel, which is probably desert, the snow, grasslands maybe, central west, north, central east, north 2. I like that they did that. Yeah. Look at all the different wildlife. Different plants combining ingredients. That'd be cool. And it shows you how they're doing the wind. Like, be upwind, downwind. Okay, and then I know that they announced, what is it, 3 breeds? Well, they confirmed 2, but they hinted at another one. Also, someone pointed out about the cane. Devs already confirmed that they fixed it, so the cane is on the right side, which is really cool. I'm really excited to work with him because, maps. Gotta have our maps. I'm not gonna read all this, but we will skim through it. You can see the wind through here, which is really cool. Commented about the cane. Yeah, I seen that, and I noticed that someone else also commented about it, and they did listen to both sides, which I think is really cool. Ice, that'd be really interesting to see how that works. Not built on thin ice. But yeah, let's see. Alpha playtest is sometime this spring, and then early access is this summer. And then, March 2026 is for launch day, which will be really interesting to see. I love that Epi. The Epi face is so cute. And then, let's see. Add-on, they're talking about, you can, get additional digital copy. Harsh terrains, horse care. Gosh, that is so gorgeous. This is cool. Turtle Rock. Which, fun fact, Turtle Rock is an actual place in Mongolia. Like, they even said it right here. Actually exists in Mongolia. Let's see. Turtle Rock. Mongolia. Like, it's an actual place in Mongolia. So, like, this is the actual thing. Which I think is cool that, you know, they're including actual real stuff from Mongolia. See, craft and bring the right material, plan your route wisely, master craft, archery. Short video shows the extreme. Ow. Okay, hold on. There's one thing in here I want to point out that I hope they fix. Because I seen it and it bugs me. I will point out in just a moment. If you look here, what is this? She has a broken leg. Cause we go back here. Yeah. That needs to be fixed. The leg thing. Yes, the leg thing. Like, I noticed that, but alpha things happen. Yeah, I know. I'm just pointing it out because that's a bit atrocious. It's hilarious, but yeah, it needs to be fixed. See, the game offers a large variety of horse attributes and attitudes. It's up to you to train them accordingly and manage your stable successfully so that you can have the right horse at hand for each challenge or mission. You can only cross here if your horse can jump high enough, achieve through training and breeding. Look at that horse, like, you ain't catching me jumping that, which, you know, fair. Workbench. Raise up foals with special skills that are vital to succeed. Gosh, I love this map UI. It's so good. Let's see. Wait, what? You can visit the ranch in our present day world. That would be interesting. From survival to action adventure, from exploration to horse care. Survive in an open, vivid, large open. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak today. Let's see. Open world, resource gathering, item management, crafting, stats and values, environmental hazards, trading, economy, hunting and archery, wildlife, upgrade buildings and nomad camps. Rear gut cooking. Falconry is on the list to get, but that's really down there. Open world, 13th century Mongolia. Breeding includes foals, multiple horse breeds and stats. Horse training, horse care, bonding and trust system. Wild herds and horse taming, stable management. We just got horse and character customization. Horse racing is on the list of things we can potentially get. See. Missions, quests, and exciting points of interest. A large variety of NPCs and stories. Non-linear gameplay. That's yeah, I love that. Route planning and navigation, dynamic weather and day-night cycle. Which this we are so close to getting. Like, so close to getting. Yeah. This is old, but we're right here. I really hope we can get down to here. Hopefully. But who knows? Only time will tell. And then this is the backer exclusive skin. This is really cool. This is the outfit we'll be getting, and this is like the horse skin, whatever you want to call it. An ancient Windstorm legend, warrior and sleeper represent the energies that every horse carries within itself. That's cool. So there are 2 breeds that are confirmed. And they are the Fergahera, and then the Alcatalk. They're import breeds, which will be cool. So those who are not familiar with this one, it's the same breed that Mulan's horse Khan is. So if you ever seen the Disney movie Mulan, the animated version, not the real, well, yeah, real life I guess too, but the animated version of Khan is confirmed to be this breed. The Alcatique, that is the horse that is super shiny. Super shiny. So there is that. And then they hinted at another breed, by the way. And it's the Lumiosan horse, which you got me. So, is it like an Arabian of some sort, or what is this? Extinct French and Occitan horse breed that was bred from 12th century to 20th century as a saddle horse. Pull horse carriages. Gotcha. So it's one of those extinct horses that they might be bringing in. That's cool. That's cool. So they're working on making it so the world is not so empty, which I appreciate. Dynamic events would be cool. Meaningful exploration, horse management, skill progression. Our goal is to ensure no two journeys feel the same, offering players consistent opportunities to engage with the world in impactful ways. Let's see. Weather impact gameplay. That'd be really cool. That'd be really, really cool. So what's everyone most excited about for this game? Besides the horses. Because I will admit, that's what probably most of us is here for, is the horses. If you're interested... Everything. No, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so... They have this video. Okay. I don't know how many of you have watched it yet, but like... Hold on. This is a video from a studio that they are working with, that does the weather. Listening to this is really, really cool because you can actually hear the dynamics in the wind. So yeah. I love how you just hear the fly in the background at the end. Like it was nothing. But the world being dynamic and hopefully alive, and the breeding aspect, yes. I love how they are trying to make it so your gameplay, no matter how many times you play this game, like over and over, that every experience is going to be a little bit different, which is really cool to me because, you know, you get this game that you know you really, really like, but not everything is dynamic and it gets a little stale after a while. So I find that to be really cool. I read about the plugin they are using for weather. It's going to be awesome. Yes. And how they are tying it to the other game systems as well. Yeah, I'm curious about like if you get up into like the snowstorms. That is going to be really cool to hear. But yeah, I'm really excited for this game. Let's see. Stretch goals. like I said earlier, I hope we get to the 500K. That'd be so exciting. Two more additional horse breeds into the final game, including an additional gene for breeding. Like Snow and Sand will affect how much stamina is used for your horse, and other sounds, and how it affects wetness of materials and such. Yeah. Yes. That'd be so good. Aim for the sky. Yeah. I'm curious about like what wildlife they're gonna bring into this game too. Obviously, wolves are a huge thing. But what other stuff are they going to bring into the game? Like, are they going to, have different deer, different foxes, birds? Spring of 2025, that's when we're going to be able to do the alpha playtest. Unfortunately, with alpha playtests, they did confirm that you're not able to stream it. So unfortunately, we won't be streaming it. But they did say that the early access is fair game for streaming and making content off. So we will be doing that. So for alpha playtests, we'll be fleshing out horse systems. Players can earn or lose horse trust. Horses have different capabilities. Take care of their horses. Feed them. Take care of debuffs. Train their horses for better stats. These three right here, the take care of horses, train horses, and capture wild horses, is not a guarantee for early access, but who knows yet. First objectives for gathering and crafting, building world gates and POIs for early access. Yeah. Mostly you have to sign an NDA, yeah. I think they're doing fairly well because for their roadmap here, because it says here, flesh out wind system, flesh out weather system, which we've just seen, implement the first cargo missions, which we've seen, the whole, like a short clip for. Early access releases this summer sometime, which will be fleshed out and shared closer to release. Again, release launch releases until March 2026, as far as we know. Early access is sometime this summer. Then, as early access goes on, they will be taking feedback from alpha playtests and whatnot. So here's the full res. So it'd be really, really cool to see what else they implant into the game. Because all of this, they got the concept done. They had, all this. I think they're really good on track for what they want to get done. This is pre-alpha screenshots right here. I love how they can just, chill around the campfire with their horse. But I'm so excited, dude. But yeah, we heard the music for the theme. They do have a night theme, though. Which I think is really relaxing. Love the music so far. I do too. It's very calming. And to think this is only just 2 of the songs, yeah. We'll finish this one too, so it doesn't have much longer to go. Yeah. I enjoyed the music. So glad to get the digital OST for backing right. Pretty sure everyone is gonna get a copy of the soundtrack. It's just those bit higher from gold down who is going to be getting the CD, which I don't care about the CD. I don't listen to CDs much anymore. Everything is like Spotify or YouTube nowadays. So, but yeah, here is the full chart for the Kickstarter rewards. Everyone is going to get like a digital copy, and then you're going to be getting the exclusive content, wallpapers, Discord role, name, a personal message, and credits, which I am curious about if you're going to be able to do your own message or if it's a message from the devs themselves, like thanking us and whatnot. Alpha access for PC for all backers, but PC backers are the only ones who get to do early access. So if you selected, the PS5 or Xbox or whatnot for your backing, you won't be able to do early access because PlayStation does not really care for early access. They're very picky about that. So yeah, early access for PC backers only. Everyone's gonna get a digital copy of the world map. And then the early birds are gonna get a copy of the art book and soundtrack digitally. The game digital, however, is only going to get the digital world map and not the art book and soundtrack. But digital deluxe edition and onwards is going to get a copy of the art book and soundtrack. And then from there on, bronze gets the game physical or digital. They have to choose one or the other, but they also get the steel book for whichever. Which they did confirm that for the steelbook, it is a community vote on what is on the steelbook, which I think is really cool that they are including us to vote on that. Makes it a little bit more special. Yeah, I don't have a way to listen to CDs anymore. I do, but I don't listen to CDs anymore, which is sad because yeah. I have to lurk now, but I'm so glad I had today off to tune in. We'll definitely talk later. Yes, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you, and we will definitely talk more later. All digital for me. Digital isn't too bad. It's not too bad. And then for the silver tier, which is what I am getting, you're gonna get, double-sided poster, bumper sticker sheets, which is a set of 2, a set of 4 postcards, and a hardcover of the art book, which when I get that book, I will be showing it off on stream because it's gonna be gorgeous. And then for the gold, that tier is gonna get the box with a slipcover, and then the CD case with the soundtrack, and then the acrylic stand, which, if you're not sure what the acrylic stand is, okay, so here's the silver edition. Here's the gold edition, which is this little stand right here. And then the Khiimori edition is everything. I wish I could get the Khiimori edition, but I'm not rich, unfortunately. The Khiimori edition, the gold is gonna get the mini statue, but the Khiimori edition is going to get a poster signed by the team, a desk flag, vinyl soundtrack, and the messenger pass. And then there is tiers higher than that, but it's a lot more expensive. So we're talking about, which is it? Designer Horse is like, for American money at least, is about roughly $3,000. Write a Song is a little over $3,000. NPC is close to $4,000. And Studio Visit is a little over $8,000 USD money. Which, people have, one person at least for each of those categories. So, like, kudos to them. I just don't have the money to that, sadly. I wish. But yeah. So there's that. And then let's see. Stretch goals again. We're so close to getting peaceful mode. Like, little under $3,000 away from peaceful mode. 3,000 meaning euros. Yeah. We're very close to getting that. Here is the map man. Some of the variations. This is the merchant. One of the merchants, I guess. And then I don't think there's much more. This is all just the rewards. Again, this is the skin that all the Kickstarters will get. And then we're gonna get wallpaper. Okay, so personal message will be a message that you write based off this right here. You can even add your own. Add your personal 100 character message, subject to review for appropriateness. But yeah, everyone is gonna, yeah. Okay. Just explains all of his thing. This right here is the statue in person. Ugh. It's so pretty. Like, I wish I could get it. But yeah, there isn't much more at the moment to go over because we haven't really hit the new goal yet, so there isn't a new update just yet. The most recent update just came out, yesterday? About the dynamic weather and whatnot. So if we hit the new goal today, the next update won't be until tomorrow. Most likely. But yeah. I know that they have released like more imaging outside of Kickstarter. Which here is the horse. Oh. And then just one standing. It isn't too bad actually. Yeah. The only thing is that they could, clean up the hooves a little. But otherwise, I love this horse. It definitely speaks Mongolian horse to me. Because Mongolian horses are well known for their straight back. They don't have that slight dip like, most people are used to. So that'd be really something. But yeah, they need to fix this right here. Or at least clean it up just a little. But yeah, that's all the information that I know that is out there. So, what's everyone thinking so far? Because I'm excited for this game. I am going to be covering this game a lot on both Twitch and YouTube. YouTube, I have so much planned for this game. It's not even funny. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed this. I did. I've really liked diving into this. Like deep diving. It definitely pointed out a whole lot more than what everyone is talking about. So yeah. New schedule for streaming, by the way, is gonna be dual streaming is gonna be what, twice a week maybe. I do want to start making more videos here on YouTube side. I just haven't figured out what I want to do just yet until, early access comes out. But be expecting for more streaming. Because I will be dual streaming on YouTube and Twitch. I just haven't decided on what days yet because I gotta work off my work schedule. So if you want to keep up to date, I do have a Discord. Do I even have it? This one? There you go. So if you want to try and keep up to date, hang out, off stream, that's where you can find me most of the time. It's a quiet Discord. It's a very small Discord. So half the time it is quiet. Otherwise, I don't have much more to say. Otherwise, thank you for hanging out, chilling. I appreciate all of being here. And yeah. I hope you guys have a great day, night, wherever you're at in this big old world. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.